Hi friends, new and old, and welcome back to the channel. It's your FriendCHIP, and today we're going to take a look at a really interesting thrift haul. So a while back I had heard about this thrift store that people had said that you could get toys at. My mom had been to it and she said you should really check it out. And I had an hour before I was going to go hang out with a friend, so I went to go check out this thrift store beforehand. I wasn't prepared for what I was going to find. I wasn't prepared to film or have the time to go through this properly. So we'll definitely be back because I have to check this out again, and I have to get you guys a better video of what this place looks like. I was overwhelmed with the amount of toys that this had and overwhelmed with the stuff that was there. So we're going to take a look at some of the thrifting, and we're going to start going through the thrift haul. Okay, so there were times where I started filming and then didn't hit the record button, so I'd have to go back and walk from the entrance and show you what was here. They had so much stuff. I mean, the amount of toys, the amount of different stuff. Look at this Cabbage Patch book. They had a lot of Cabbage Patch stuff. Not necessarily Cabbage Patch dolls, but I don't feel like Cabbage Patch or anything. And just bags and bags and bags of little figures, all kinds of little things. I mean, I would have to open it up and really go through some of these just to make sure there aren't G4 My Little Pony pets in there. If there aren't other accessories or characters or different figures and things in there. I was able to see some of the stuff while looking through the bag, but you really have to kind of open it. And what's nice is I think this little clown here is from Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure. These bags are nice because you can buy the whole bag for $10, or if you just have one thing or two things in the bag that you want, you can pull those out and you can pay for those items individually. It's definitely a better deal to buy the bag, but I don't want to pay $10 for a bunch of crap that I don't want. So I'd rather pay 50 cents or $1 for one of the items inside the bag. They had a lot of the Cave Club animals. All kinds of little figures. There was a little Ariel in there that looked pretty. You guys will have to let me know if you see anything that you recognize, that you know what it is. Especially with these Barbies and stuff. I have no idea who some of them are, but they all look really old. I do a horrible job of showing them to you because I'm trying to look at them myself. But I'm just not positive who they are. In this box, a lot of these Barbies, they weren't Mattel, they were Hasbro, so I'm not positive who they are. But they had Barbies, they had Kens, a lot of, this one, she's Hasbro, and I don't recognize her face. So I'm not sure who those are. Lots of Disney dolls. A lot of 90s dolls, a lot of 90s Disney dolls. And that little Rapunzel. Oh. Who's this Ken? It's a cool outfit. Lots of little furniture pieces. I thought that bed might be My Little Pony, but I don't think it is. Lots of little fashion pieces that I tried to look for anything that had a Barbie tag or something like that on it, but I didn't see any Barbie tags on a lot of these pieces of clothing, so I'm not sure where they actually come from. This box had a lot of cool Barbies in it. Look at this. It's a My Scene. I've never seen one in real life. Never ran across one. And I think My Scene was one of my favorite kinds of Barbies. Look at her face, so pretty. She's like a gymnast or something. Lots and lots of Kens, some with hair. There's a Descendants doll. And some of the ones with hair, I'm not even sure if, like, is that a Ken? Or is that like a Disney prince? Or does he belong to something completely different? I looked at this and I thought maybe that was Rapunzel's because it had like lanterns on it. But like, who's that Ken? And then there's that one. He looks like the Ken from Toy Story to me. We'll have to go back and I'll have to show you each of these Barbies so you don't just get like a body shot. You can see their faces. Like, who's she? She's got really pretty earrings. I couldn't quite tell what was on the back of her head there. Some more modern ones as well mixed in. But there's just tubs and tubs of Barbies. And the thing is, this one, there's two buildings, and this building is a giant room. And then there's another building that is 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms that you have to go through. And it's, full of all kinds of toys. Figures and Barbies and things in boxes and things on cards. You'll see that in a little bit. If there's anything in particular, like a certain box or something like that, like I'll go through this again, go through that again. There's some Sophia the First figures in there that I grab. I loved Sophia the First. I feel like Ariel's always going to be my #1 princess, but I really love Sophia and I really love Elena of Avalor. They were great shows and I really like the characters. So they're high on my list of Disney princesses. Definitely in my top 5 for sure. See, even in here, there's bunches of plush, but there are dolls down at the bottom. And look, a Care Bear. Ah, Tugs. I love Hugs and Tugs. They're some of my favorites. My favorite Care Bear movie is the Care Bear Nutcracker. And any of the Care Bears or Care Bear cousins in that movie are my favorites. Grumpy has always been my favorite Care Bear. You got little bags of, these are just little figures, little people, little animals. And these are all like, what, Hatchimals? These are all little Hatchimal things. More Hatchimals, lots of Hatchimals. Look, there's another Cave Club critter, another Cave Club critter, another one. There's 3, now 2 Cave Club critters in there. And I found My Little Ponies in some of these bags. There was a G3.5 like baby pony. I think it was Star Song that was in there. Really cool. Look at this little Spike. Some Funkos in here. Lots and lots of like old Barbies from McDonald's. Well, Dutchman. Really fun. Like if you're a Barbie collector, there's tons of McDonald's ones. And then I had to set the camera down so I could go into that bag and get the Cave Clubs. And this is what we looked at. So I left it because I thought she deserved her moment. McDonald's Fluttershy. A cool Cabbage Patch. Like for McDonald's. It's funny how many McDonald's Happy Meal toys end up at the thrift store. And then there were these male dolls. There's a basketball and a cowboy hat. Look at this one. I don't think these are Barbie. Like, these aren't Kens, I don't believe. That first one probably is. But these other two, I have no idea what they are, and this is a huge bag of shoes and stuff, which I think I may or may not choose to pick up next time I go. And then this tub down here had a whole bunch of stuff in it, but there was like things on it. So I was going to move all the things to get into it. And I was like, oh no, like somebody put those out to display them to see if somebody would buy them because they're like Christmas ornaments or something. So I felt bad moving them, but they told me I could dig through whatever I wanted, look at whatever I wanted, didn't matter. And you have all the stuff on the top of the table, but then you have all these bins underneath that you have to dig through. It's crazy. This bin had, oh, look at that, an enchantable. I think it was like a parrot or something. It had a bunch of like cups and bowls and some Paw Patrol, like littler kid toys. And then there was a My Little Pony, a G3, round and round. Even though we already have her, I did save her from the thrift store. Ah, and look, a G3 My Little Pony bowl. And then another bin full of just of Barbies and things. I think it's an Ariel shower curtain over there too. Look at this, John Smith. And this is, what is it, Tundra Shiver? I can't remember the name that he had originally. Shiver, maybe? Never seen one of those before, so I had to pick it up. These little books, Disney books. Some plushies were down in here. And even more dolls. Look at the Precious Moments. There's a little flounder in there. But I have a giant flounder squishmallow. I love the Trolls movie, and that's my favorite character, Bridget. She didn't get enough love. All different kinds of little kids' books. I recognized her. She's the mom from Sophia the First. And then look at these. There's another Cabbage Patch. Isn't this Anastasia and her man from the Anastasia movie? I think the bags had $10 each. Jasmine in box. Some more dolls back here. Look, there's Pocahontas. And we found John Smith earlier. Look at this Belle porcelain doll back there. A bin full of accessories. Look at these Barbie games. Barbie board games. We girls can do anything game. And then there was another one. Barbie Dream Date. Crazy. I'm not a Barbie collector. I like certain Barbies because I think they're pretty. I like them for like doll photography and for stop motion and stuff. Look at this. A Sea Pony Pinkie Pie. Her hair was really bad. There's another one of those porcelain type of dolls, like with inset eyes and stuff. Really strange. I think that's Aurora. Who's she? She's going through it. Look at this outfit on this Barbie. Little Piglet plush. I think this was lots of like baby doll clothes and stuff. Here's a huge bag full of Sophia the First figures, the mom, the dad, and the 3 kids. So we're going to pick that up for sure. I've got a little box over here that I'm putting all the things that I'm picking up in. And then there was this table in the middle of all the other tables that had stuff stacked up on it, stuff on top of it, stuff underneath it. Here's an Equestria Girls mini. I like these little pot holders, are cute. It's all figures, Rudolph figures. Here's another bag of stuff. Had some ponies in it. Come on. Wonder Woman. Look, here's another one of those weird dolls that I don't know what it is. And he's got an earring and he's got a ring. Got out. Who is that? What is that? And then there's this Darth Vader in Poison Ivy. Oh, here's another one. Like, what are these? Nothing, like, I couldn't see any distinguishing marks. We'll have to take a closer look at them. All just tiny little toys. This one had little, like, sea ponies in it. There's Fluttershy. And there's a Rarity. There's Spite. And then there was this whole box that just had bags of My Little Ponies in it. So a bunch of, like, Barbie dogs, I think. Some Equestria Girls. What were they called? Like Fashion Squad or something? McDonald's in there. And we got these bags. Different G5, G4, McDonald's ponies, G3's in there, G3.5. Split them up into different bags. The minty. One of those Pony Life, like pony fashion ponies. I mean, just stuff and stuff and stuff and bins of stuff. There's no way I could look through it all, and like I said, I only had a little bit of time, so I couldn't, like, look. I was really just quickly digging through things to see if I could catch things, and then I'd have to go back and do a deeper dig. I don't know how, like, frequented this particular store is. Look at that, Miss Piggy. And this Vanellope Von Schweet was so cute. I really considered it, but I'd already picked up a lot, so I was like, you probably shouldn't. There's a Reptar, one of those TY ponies, but it wasn't My Little Pony. Lady, look at this weird Cabbage Patch plate. Ugh. I'm just not a Cabbage Patch fan. Oh, happy holidays from Mickey. I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff. You have no idea what's in these bins. It could look like plushies, but there's tons of other stuff in there. I don't know what this critter is. He's like in a mail delivery suit. You know who he is. I thought he was kind of cool. And look at this bin. This bin had ponies in it. Lots of them, so we definitely had to check them out. Look at this My Little Pony G5 folder. Never seen a bit of school supplies for G5. A little Sobble. Sobble was the starter I chose for that region. It's a Jurassic Park. They've got a Twilight here. And I'm thinking that this Twilight belongs to that big set of ponies from Target. This Twilight was very interesting to me because she was one of like the really, really big ones, like the cheap ones from the dollar stores. And she had yellow in her hair, so I was like, she must be Rainbow Power. And this poor Fluttershy, her hair was so bad. I mean, she's a hair play doll, so that's, you know, you imagine. Little Play-Doh one. Oh, dogs. Here's another Twilight. A big Grinch stocking. And then there's Rarity. So I pick up this Rarity, and this Rarity ends up being from that Target, the big set with all the princesses and Spike. So I think the Spike we picked up is from that set. The Rarity we picked up is from that set, and then that Twilight that was in that box belongs to that set. So I feel like somebody just brought that whole set here, and we're just finding the pieces as they've been spread around. Lala Loopsy. I don't see them too often. A Beast puppet. It kind of reminded me of the puppets we used to get from Pizza Hut. It had all the like Land Before Time ones. Land Before Time was my very first movie that I ever saw. I went to the drive-in to see it when I was very, very little. Flynn, he must go to that one, the Rapunzel we saw. And then one of those extra princesses that randomly came out from the Rainbow Power era. I think that one was hooked with Fluttershy. There's a Princess Sterling. Just so much stuff. I really just need to, like a little tiny mini Sky Dancer. Okay, we're gonna look at this bin, we're gonna empty it out, and we're gonna see what's all in here, and then we're gonna put it back. Just so that we can actually find out what's in these. And of course it's getting close to Christmas time, so there's a lot of Christmas stuff out to attract people to buying the Christmas ornaments and stuff. Another bin of Barbies down there. I don't even think I looked through it. I was just captivated by everything that was on the table. Tons and tons of action figures, badges, an inbox Wonder Woman, books and other toys, and then there were bags of Barbies up here. This was all in one, so that Ken is really interesting. His face is cool. I like his jacket. And then there were just a couple other Barbies in here that looked older. I don't know who that one is, but her outfit was really cool. So I'd be interested in picking up something like that. Here's an equestrian girl with no feet. Early Twilight. Look at this bag. This bag has a Sunset Shimmer and then the Motocross Rainbow Dash. We got that one for super cheap, like $8 or whatever. And it had a chewed hand. Now we can replace the chewed hand. Oh, Disney figures. Look at this bag. This bag was all Little Mermaid, and if it hadn't been like 5 or 10 of the different like flounders that were all the same, I might have considered picking it up. Another bin, and like this one had Pikachu and Big Bird, and then it had Nerf guns and cars and a couple of dolls in here. A big doll. We don't continue to look through it. We just kind of quickly browse some of the things. Like there's just bins and bins and bins of this stuff, guys. I mean, it's crazy. And then more and more dolls just laying on the table. All over the place. Look at this. Look what was in this bin. Just chilling here. My Little Pony show stable. It's missing the doors. It's missing all the accessories. It's missing that top piece. But it was $5. I can get all the accessories off of eBay, I'm sure, and pay not bad shipping for just a couple accessories to come versus the whole dang building. So that was a really cool find. Really cool find. I'm so excited that we had a G1. Just a G1 something. I looked through this bin a little bit more just to see, like, was there anything in here that might have been accessories for that? And I kind of feel like I just need to dig a little bit further and see if there's anything. That had a lot of plushies in it. And just taking that My Little Pony show stable to the counter and leaving that with the owner so that I can grab that later. And we still had to go to the other side of the store. I mean, we've only been like to a very small portion of it, very small. Then once you get past that toy section, there's all of this stuff over here, and they have a lot of these like sticker nails. I don't know if they're stickers or like they're nail polish that you rub onto your fingernail. I have friends that have used those in the past. There's a big DVD section, and then there's another DVD section in the other building. So many. And I mean, you'd have to look at every single one to know if there was a movie here that you really and truly wanted, because it's just all over the place. Just some dishes and stuff. I'm looking to see if there's like anything that catches my eye as colorful, like for My Little Pony. Oh, Hannah Montana. 1 in a million. I love Hannah Montana. Definitely high, like top Disney shows for me. Funko Pops. And then look at this Mattel. It's Barbie. It's Quick Curl Barbie Miss America Beauty Center. A styling head. No idea. You know what that is? You ever seen one of those? Did you ever have one? Never saw one until today. Even more Funko Pops up here. not a Funko Pop collector. I'll buy them for certain things. Like I have some Avatar ones, I have some Little Mermaid ones, I have a Hannah Montana one, I have a Dolly Parton one. But I'm just not getting everything and anything that I like in a Funko Pop. And I do have some G4 My Little Pony ones. Another bag of just random toys. Couple more shoved under here. There's a pony in that one. I think that's from Doc McStuffins. Lots of little figures. Why is there Glade air freshener in here? Maybe it's to make the room smell good? It's a pretty cool Star Wars figure. What Eeyore. Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then a little Hitch. So cute. Couple more like action figure type of guys. A Snoopy plate. And it says like 1958. Like, is the plate from 1958? Or is it just the design that's from 1958? There's this whole little bin full of tiny little Star Wars figures. Little itty bitty ones. Model boats and cars. Elga. And then it's just like tractors and cars and John Deere. And then a bunch more little cars and superheroes, Legos, Star Wars vehicles, and then in the middle of it, right in front of the Funko Pops, is a G3.5 styling Pinkie Pie. We're definitely going to grab her and add her to our G3 collection. Super excited to find another G3 pony that I don't have. There's a snow globe from McDonald's for 101 Dalmatians. In the other building, there's a bin full of them with a whole bunch of Christmas ornaments and stuff. I came over to look at this horse. This purple one made me interested because I know like the G1 ponies have those, what are they, Dream Beauties or something like that? But it didn't have any markings on it. I don't know where it belongs, but it has some cool accessories, so I'm not sure what it is. And there's just furniture and household items and even more toys. Look at Barbie's, Barbie or Ken, like skis with the poles and a helmet. I don't know what those are. Making mini ears. And then just bags and bags of Legos. Lots of Lego stuff over here. Little cars, little figures. Building blocks. Put that Pinkie Pie in that box. A whole bunch of puzzles. And over here is like old tools, household items. And then back here, again, we're running into more toys. So there's like Hess trucks and stuff. I mean, a lot of Hess trucks. Did y'all ever collect Hess? I remember getting one as a child because it was like, oh, at Christmas time you give a Hess truck. But it was never my thing. There's another one of those McDonald's Barbies. Lots and lots of McDonald's ponies in here, which was really cool to see. A wig? Somebody lost their wig. Need a bicycle? They got one. Bubble ones. What is this place at? Speedway Alone Racing set. And then they had some bins with some plushies. Yogi the Bear, Minnie, Pluto, little Charmander, so cute. Oh, look at this. This is from Turning Red. I thought these dolls were really cool. And I mean, I'm not a huge Turning Red fan. I really didn't enjoy it as much. I watched it once. I don't know if I'll watch it ever again. But the figures were really cool that they made of those. So I definitely thought I would grab that. Okay, check this out. This is the weirdest thing. Look at this troll plate. I mean, yes, it's got a unicorn on it. What does it say? Like, Troll Maiden, the Enchanted Norfin Trolls. It's some kind of collector's plate, but I think it's kind of creepy. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not a troll collector. I have some trolls from childhood, and there are some like those kind of trolls that I do enjoy. They're fun, they're cute, but for the most part, I don't know, they're kind of creepy. A little Fluttershy in there. We're really getting to the end of this building. We're going to get ready to go to the other building and take a look at what's over there. So a husband and wife run this, and in this building, the husband hangs out and handles this building, and in the other building, the wife hangs out in that building. So now we're in her building, and she has a lot of inbox stuff, on card stuff, a little bit newer stuff. So we got some new G5 ponies here. Marilyn Monroe mug. Look at these like action figures, superheroes. She got a Wizard of Oz doll over here. Alice. And then underneath this is some bins with different toys in it. And this one bin, she said, had My Little Ponies in it. So definitely make sure I take a look in here. And ta-da! We've got Pinky Swan bow. We've got some ponies down in here. And what's really nice about this particular section is everything in this bin was by the bag. And she told me that if I just wanted to take a look at what was in the bags and make myself a bag, I could do that as well. So I was able to take a look at the ponies and sift through them, grab a couple. Look, there's another one of those like Fashion Squad Pony Life ponies. Some cool ponies in there. So I found all the bags that had My Little Ponies in them, and then we opened them, we looked at them, and I decided which ones I was going to take home, which ones I was going to leave. Little fakey. I mean, just so many bags of My Little Ponies. A lot of them are McDonald's ones, but there are some actual like brushable My Little Ponies, which was really nice. We found a Sweetie Belle here, which I'd never had before. A really cool Pinkie Pie from 2010. I think even in this set was where I found the Twilight. They had the Forelock, which is really cool. Hocus Pocus game. Didn't know that existed. And over in this one, we found another bin with some more ponies in it. So we're going to have to look through that. All right, we've got our bag of ponies. And we've got another room to go into. This is the building that has a couple different rooms. So she had a bunch of Halloween stuff out. I think this was before Halloween. And a bunch of Christmas stuff. No, this was right at the beginning of November. Right at the beginning of November, like November 2nd or 3rd or something like that. Lots of Snoopy stuff. She had a lot of collectibles here. Look at all these cool mugs. Disney characters, Looney Tunes. Beauty and the Beast mug, which was, it just looked cool. It looked old, you know. A Friends calendar from God knows when. Lots and lots of board games, some of them still in shrink wrap. Amazing. Barbie We Can Do Anything game, another one. I mean, I've never seen one before in my life, and now I found two. An I Love Lucy game, I kind of think about it. But I'm just not like a huge board game, card game type of person. So I don't know if I really enjoy it. I have certain ones. I like Clue. I like Uno. Those are my favorites. And I absolutely hate Monopoly. I have two versions of Monopoly. I have a Pokemon one and a Lord of the Rings one, but I hate playing them because it takes forever. So I have a friend who loves the Gilmore Girls' favorite show. So when I found a whole bunch of seasons and some of them were brand new with a shrink wrap on them, I had to get some. Bunch of movies. Just a bunch of DVDs. I'd have to really look. And I was running out of time at this point, so I was moving a little bit faster. I'd already, I was going to be late to hanging out with my friend. She was fine with it. She knew that I was in the middle of something unexpected, but I was still trying to value her time and move a little bit quicker. That's the thing, is I had no idea what I was in for when I walked in here. I didn't know that it was going to be two giant buildings with multiple rooms. I had no idea there was going to be toys upon toys upon toys that I actually really and truly needed to look through. Crazy. Look at all this glass. Some more toys over here. Lots and lots of cups and dishes and serving dishes and collectible plates. And then right here, they have two bins of Christmas ornaments. A bunch of precious moments over there. This is the bin I was telling you that had a bunch of those McDonald's 101 Dalmatian snow globes. Do you guys remember when 101 Dalmatians came out like that? And McDonald's had like literally 101 Dalmatian figures that you could get in the Happy Meals. I remember my aunt trying to collect them all. High School Musical. I went to the movie theater to see High School Musical 3. Some Harry Potter ones. Lots of old, as you can see, that Garfield is old, but lots of old Hallmark ornaments and different collector's ornaments. A Pocahontas one, another one of those Disney 101 Dalmatians, another one. They didn't have any old Hallmark My Little Pony ornaments in here, so I didn't see any of those, but they had lots of Disney ones. Look at the Hunchback of Notre Dame one. Look at all these precious moments. I have friends that collect precious moments. So I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if any of these are something that they would like. And now, every time I see precious moments, I always think of Ex Canadensis. If you don't know her channel, check her out. Brooke's husband loves precious moments. So I think of him when I see them too. Like, oh, they'd be excited. There's a Rainbow Dash. Just looking through here one more time, like just making sure, like, okay, I guess I'm good. Couple little accessories there. And then over here at the bottom of this, they had some like vehicles and a Rapunzel horse. Now we have to go to the other room. So we only have one more room in this building after this. There's that Ariel cup, cute. So we're almost through it. Almost through it all. That was the third room. And here comes the last room. And this room was just full of toys. This was a bin full of Funko Pops. I really liked this Ariel one. Really cute with her and Eric statue. Wrestling figures. And then inbox cars. And then a huge bin of Barbies on the table. Not to mention under the table. There's a really cool Little Mermaid mug. I have so many coffee mugs and I just don't use them enough. This Pinkie Pie is really cool. The very first G4 My Little Pony I ever got was from my friend Bean, and it was the rarity to the set that Pinkie Pie is from. So I had to get it. And then just a bin full of Barbies. And I have no idea who half of them are. Most of them are pretty relatively new, like fashionistas. But some are old, like her. And I just don't know where they're from. Look at her, she had really cool earrings. If the earrings help you identify her, recognize who she is. They had some cool fashion pieces on some of them. I considered some of the clothes. And that's the thing, is I kind of look at clothes more than I look at the doll, in the sense of, I have some dolls. There's that Jojo Siwa. There was a Pocahontas. I found a Nokomis too. I don't know if I show her or not. Look at this ugly Ariel thing. It was a little VHS thing. I remember when, I feel like I remember those when those came out. Lots of cars and trucks, and then this whole wall was all on card. Different little things. Pokemon and Star Wars and little Hot Wheels, Disney. And look at these cool Ariel figures. So I remember when the Little Mermaid like re-released, this is totally 90s version of Ariel. These little figures, I couldn't find a date on them or anything, but they are Mattel, and they had Ariel and Flounder, Ursula, Flotsam and Jetsam, Max and Eric and Scuttle. Really cool. But they were like, I think they were like $5 a piece. I didn't want to pay $5 for them. And different like swim Barbies. Another bin full of toys. This one was all like, what, LOL? Yeah, little LOLs. And then, look at this. A G1 My Little Pony puzzle. Had to have it. We gotta check and see. And the thing is that I didn't even check and see if it had all the pieces in the box. I didn't care. I would have bought the box. It's just cool to find G1 stuff anywhere. Oh, Beast, Prince Adam. This Barbie is cool. Her outfit's really neat. I would consider picking her up if I went back and she was still there. There's a really cool Jasmine. Another like Ariel doll. No idea. The dress is weird. A mermaid. This Ken with hair, which is really nice to see. It kind of reminds me of like what Barbie in the Dreamhouse Ken, but I don't know if that's who that is. It's Little Ones. Disney Fairy. Some kind of old ballerina. A Belle? Another Ken. His outfit was nice. No idea who she is, but she has a really pretty face. And this one with wings. I mean, as you can see, it's just so deep and so full of all kinds of dolls and fashions, and I would really need to just go through it. Take everything out, look at each doll, and figure out what's in there. Again, if you guys recognize any of these dolls, or, oh my gosh, oh yeah, God's Girl. I can't believe I didn't pick it up. But yeah, if you recognize anything in here, make sure you let me know what it is, because I have absolutely no idea what some of these dolls are, and you might recognize it and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe you left that behind. Well, let me know, because we're going to go back, we're going to take a look. I'm pretty sure I'm going back before this video goes live, so we'll have another haul and then we'll talk again about it, I'm sure, because I would like to go up and check this place out again, and just do a better job of filming it, try to get a better view of everything, especially because I just didn't have the time. Take some more time here. So we're all done in this room. Here's the thing, guys, this ended up being 50 something minutes of a thrift hunt, and I just can't add the footage of where we go through all of the items and we talk about what they are and identify them and then do the cleanup process. So that's going to be a separate video. I'm so sorry that this didn't end up being like a fuller video. I didn't realize I had so much footage because I thought I didn't have enough footage of this place, because I just did it so sporadically. It was so random. So we will go over everything, the haul, in another video. Well, thanks so much for taking the time. I know this video was long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know that the filming of it was shaky, but I really hope that you were able to get a good idea of what was there, and we'll go back and take a closer look, especially the Barbie dolls. I really want to know who some of those are, especially if we're finding somebody really cool. So I want to take a closer look at some of those and really look and see if we can find some My Little Pony accessories and just kind of go through those bins. So, well, thanks so much for watching and hanging out today. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what I missed. Tell me who some of these toys are and these dolls and these Barbies. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on what was there, what I should go back and immediately grab, different stuff like that. I would love to know what in that store you would be like, oh my gosh, that's my grail. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you don't miss the actual haul of this, where I show you everything that I picked up that day and we go over what they are, identify some of the Barbies and things that I picked up, and do a cleanup for them. And if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and stick around, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.